Hi, I'm Diana Montford, the world's first transgender television journalist. Born male, became female. You know the drill. This is our first show during the COVID-19 lockdown. I am here with Ms. Lucia Cammarata, who is a filmmaker, photographer, artist, poet, and the founder of the League of Disabled Lesbians. We are going to see some of her wonderful films, many of which indulge our favorite hobby, yours, mine, and ours, trashing Trump, and as well he should be. And we are going to also discuss, of course, Black Lives Matter and the George Floyd horror, which is beyond belief, and the Breonna Taylor horror, also beyond belief. We will be discussing a lot of things. But anyway, my guest, Ms. Lucia Cammarata.
Thank you, Diana.
You're welcome. I'm going to cough. This is not a COVID cough. It is a cigarette cough.
Okay, I'm showing a number of political animation today. They are satiric, they are sardonic, and they are ironic. We could begin with a tribute to, of course, George Floyd, who kicked off BLM, as if it needed a kickoff, since it's a behavior that the police have been indulging in for eons. Okay, after we see the tribute to George Floyd, we continue on to see something that is about genocide, My Country 'Tis of Thee, in which we see the genocide of people and they're turning into ghosts. Is this due to police brutality, due to COVID, or to just general malfeasance on the part of the government's intransigence in protecting its citizenry? Okay, so then we go from there into into the Cherry Tree Rethought, which is about not telling lies, which is pertinently apt considering Mr. Trump. The next part of our journey, of course, deals with COVID. And in COVID, we see the first two, which is about the factual reality of COVID, styling about mask wearing, and going on as if about the death of our citizens, and again about the particular genocide of the citizenry for partisan and political purposes. From there, we go on to a section called A Lighter Side, in which we investigate the psychological effects of COVID. In movement, we see solitary soul dancers, then we see relationships. The first relationship, duet one, is about commerce and relationships, and the second one is about the ideal of a relationship. But again, you see it is thwarted. From there, we go on to bounds, which is about is it aggression or is it comfort? So we look at that. And the effects, again, that COVID has on interpersonal relationships. After bounds, we go into the Dancer Viral, which is the COVID Dancer Viral, which starts out hopefully and ends up in despondency. We conclude with some clip called And Then, which shows the government's response is just blah-de-blah-de-blah, and it has nothing to do with the citizenry or their needs. That is the summation of the film we're going to show. And at this point, I think we should see some of the film.
I agree.
Now, Diana, you have seen the film. Do you have any comments to add at this point?
I think it's visually beautiful. These films say a lot of what needs to be said. I keep going back to the visuals because they are exceedingly striking and beautiful films. And when you see, what you're going to see is Trump mouthing one of his inane lies, and then you will see the counterpoint to that in one of Lucia's films. So if you see a lot of Trump on this show, no, we could not be less Trump supporters.
Or sycophants.
Oh, please. But we are using clips of Trump
To indict him.
well, yes, to illustrate his complete lack of honesty and human decency. But anyway, here we go. Lucia's wonderful films about COVID, Trump, Black Lives Matter, and other things. Lucia Cammarata's films.
Thank you, Diana. And here we go.
Do a job. If somebody's really bad, you're going to have to do it with real strength, real power. And I said, and people said, oh, I don't know if we like that expression. I made the statements, we have to dominate the street. And they said, oh, that's such a terrible thing. Well, guess what? You know who dominated the streets? People that you don't want to dominate the streets. And look at the damage they did. So I'll stick with that. And I think most of the people in this room, maybe everyone, if you think about it, we're dominating the street with compassion because we're saving lives. And we're saving businesses. We're saving families from being wiped out after working hard.
That you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you
She preys on the dead. There's a man veiled in silence. I was so wrong.
You have the numbers, please? We have one of the lowest, maybe the lowest mortality rate anywhere in the world. because I heard we had the best mortality rate.
Blah, blah, blah.
Ya diddy da diddy ya.
Bloddity, bloddity, blah.
Ya da diddy ya.
Blah, blah, blah. Well, we've seen the films. What do you think?
Well, I thought they were amazing. I thought they were moving, visually absolutely stunning, beautiful films. And Lucia animated all those films herself. She's an animator, quite a skillful and talented animator, and words fail me. They are a profound experience, frankly.
Thank you, Diana. That is a tremendous accolade. I need to make a few comments about the films. These animations were all made during the lockdown, in the last 3 months, from March, until late June. That's the first part about the film. The second part is in terms of my ability as an animator. I think, personally, my ability as an animator lies more in not only the visuals, because they're not animated as well as Pixar does, but the point.
And isn't real art not Pixar? I mean,
Well, Pixar can create real art, but the thing is, do we judge real art by technique? That's the question. And that would be a very sad state if we did.
in that case, someone might have said to Picasso, "Hey, learn to draw." Pablo.
Or we could have said to the cave painters, "Why are you doing that? It's no good. You're just wasting time."
Or you could have
making
said to
the world
Leonardo,
fair."
"She smiles or she's serious. What's this half smile stuff?"
Exactly. So we always have to keep in mind the point of view of the artist, how it affects us, and what we get from it, and how it changes our point of view from having seen the work. So that's something to bear in mind, having watched the film, and now trying to digest it, which I hope you are.
And soon we have to say goodbye, I think.
We have to say goodbye in 3 minutes and 33 seconds,
Okay.
actually. But in terms of your experience during COVID, how did you experience it so far?
Well, I locked myself in my apartment, and my big moment every week was going to the supermarket. That was it. And, that was it.
My only downside to COVID was I needed an MRI, and the piercing parlor was closed, so I couldn't have them taken out.
Because when you have an MRI, you have to take out your
You have to
piercings.
take out all your piercings.
Why?
Exactly. Because they're magnetic, and the machine will drag my ear out and rip it off. And they will also get very hot and burn my skin.
Oh, God.
So it wouldn't be nice.
I guess not.
But who cares about MRIs, right? Who cares about MRIs when everyone's dying anyway, right?
Well, no, everyone isn't dying.
But a lot of people.
A lot of people have, and as we know, the Trump administration, do not inject Lysol into your veins or drink
Or
it.
Clorox.
Oh,
right?
this man is insane. Do not do that. He said, "Oh, well, they ought to do this." No, they ought to not do this.
And you really have to wear a mask. You really
Anything
have
to cover his orange face. Yes, Donald, please wear a complete, wear a burqa, Donald, please.
No, but the people, us, our viewers,
Yes.
and we do when we go outside, always wear a mask.
Always, yes.
Because it's not a political statement, it's a statement of common sense.
To have politicized personal safety and the safety of others is pernicious and ridiculous. And I really don't see why they're doing this. Do wear a mask, do social distance, and do watch the Diana Montford show.
You know what the problem with the mask thing?
Yeah, but not
is
with the Diana
now,
Montford show.
now he's espousing wearing a mask, but he's espousing
Yeah,
it.
because he's been
No,
fired.
listen, would you listen? Because now it's affecting, as he put it, our people. And that is a problem about calling our people, my people, our people.
Maybe you shouldn't have had those rallies where they were all without masks and really close to each other, screaming, "Yeah, yeah, we love you, Donald."
No, he should have. But he didn't realize, he thought it was just going to kill the Democrats. Now it's killing the Republicans. That's why he's telling people to wear masks.
Well, I mean, if it kills enough of his supporters, he's coming through on his campaign promise to make America great again. But anyway,
No, he's trying to kill everyone so that there is no election, actually.
well, let's not be total Debbie Downers here.
Why don't we be realistic? We're facing a fascist state with Portland and now Seattle.
Yes.
And it's going to be Chicago, and it's going to be New York, and it's going to be Atlanta.
But the sun will come out tomorrow. Gotta hang on till tomorrow. I didn't write that. But anyway, I'm Diana Montford. My guest has been Ms. Lucia Cammarata. You've seen her wonderful films. She's also a photographer, artist, poet, and founder of the League of Disabled Lesbians. And I love you a lot. Even if no one else loves you, I love you. And if you're watching this in lockdown, well, I love you in lockdown or not in lockdown, wherever you are, I love you. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Thank you.